None of us were there when it happened. The Empire's history books called the bombs a means to quickly end the war. In this way, they say the lives of millions of soldiers were spared. Duplicity. Or perhaps it's the morals that have changed, or the sense of decency. Man has faced man in the name of decency before. True decency does not allow the slaughter of innocent women and children by one man in the name of forcing another man to his knees. But decency is subject to the ideas of the time, and we live in indecent times.
Cobalt King calling headquarters. 1200. 4. 76. 12. Beginning descent. Do you copy? Cobalt King calling headquarters. 1200. 4. 76. 12. Beginning descent. Do you copy?
Copy that, 1200. 4. 76. 12. Cobalt King.
Navigation says we're on target above the city. Countergravity anticipated. In 3, 2, 1, and it's a go. .22. Hit him hard. Cobalt King to the pack. 2 Marensteins at 55. I'd rather not have to face them one-on-one. Copy that, Cobalt King. 20 and 22. There are 2 Marensteins at 55. No, 54. That'll do it. Pack, close up. Let's scatter this floating fortress around a little. Bellwether, 22 reporting. 21 and 9 have got my back. With this speed, we'll smash against the bridge wall. I'll have to make a contact. Damn it! Bellwether, 1 is down. Affirmative, 22. Time capsule active. Let's go. This is how it's done, fellas. All present and accounted for? Back. Close up and report. Cobalt King, airspace in your zone is spick and span. Much obliged, Bellwether. Cobalt King to headquarters. 600, 4, 112, 12. In position. Half near to launch.
Copy that, 600. 4, 112, 12. Cobalt King. Arizona has successfully dropped the loop.
Fire and ashes. Black hell rain. The bombing literally erased the Enki's capital, razed it to the ground. As a final blow, the Empire built its own divine capital upon this very same ground, the city of Tira. In this manner, the Empire planted its roots on Enki soil, fueled by Enki culture. They had conquered the Enkis utterly. And this is why the destruction on Siriad offended the Empire so greatly. They desperately sought a way to avoid the loss of their prize. They were in need of this technology, and for that, they were in need of their Enki slaves. Without the Enkis, they were unable to change history. They became dependent upon the collaborationists and intelligence. That is to say, they became dependent upon me. This was my chance. In the life of a male, sexuality is paramount. This is undeniable. Some thinkers have even gone so far as to place sex in the center of what makes the world go round. Making love is the ultimate form of self-expression, I figure. I wish I could share with you the truth of how I feel. There are some things that cannot be put into words. So many words have been used to describe feelings and what we call love. But all of that is public domain. These words have no value because they can't possibly describe the true experience, which is locked away inside the heart of each person who has loved. These are the words of the Enki terrorist Lintei Ito, who maintained a sexual relationship with the rebel leader known as Akita Driad, among others. This intel was gleaned by our informant, who also told us of the plans this resistance had for Moneta. We didn't interfere. We hoped that discovering the truth about what happened to their people would make them come to realize the futility of their efforts.
Ito, it's Driad. We're at the rift. Beginning descent.
Good luck, Akita. Activity in the confinement area is about what we expected. I'll make a little noise to draw their attention. Driad, hold on. I think I saw something strange. I'll make a lap around the observation tower.
What is it, Ito?
Nothing. Sorry for the false alarm. Wait. Damn. How to sneak up on me? Akita, do you copy? God fucking damn it. Fuck. Die, you son of an ass! Akita! Mines.
I hope you die in there, Coss.
I'm in the service tunnel. Piri, where are you, Piri? Ah, I see your watchdog's awake.
Rodriguez Piri, 8th Barracks, Block 2. I hope my intel is correct. You'd better be in here. I don't feel like killing any innocent people today. Not that anyone in Bokumono could even be considered innocent, hidden away so deep in the devil's ass. I'll pay you double, you piece of shit.
True revenge can be shockingly prosaic. It lacks elegance or grace. I wasted nearly a circle preparing Regis Pire for the moment when my father's revenge would find him. I taught him to give a signal, what to do and say in order to warn my father. It was all in vain. In literature, revenge is undertaken only after lengthy monologues, after the accused has a chance to speak up for himself. My father gave him no such chance. He killed the bastard in cold blood without saying a word. He always knew how to point out my imperfections. I couldn't even predict his actions in this one instance. Just goes to show how little we cared to get to know one another.
All right, Miriam. You may not like it, but you're the bait. You've got to alert the entire defense net.
And then? Will you leave me be? Koff, will you let me go?
We'll see, my dear.
See the ridge. Lots of aerial defense.
I'm coming now, baby. Ease it in.
I hope you die in there, Koff.
In the service tunnel.
The rock, hang back. I've got to clear the cave first.
Copy that, Dryad. Thanks.
Dryad, hold on. I think I saw something strange. I'll make a lap around the observation tower.
What is it, Ito?
Nothing. Sorry for the false alarm. Wait. Damn, it's a sentinel. Had to sneak up on me.
Ito, get the hell out of there as fast as you can. Ito! The rock, what happened?
There's a huge storm over there. Communications are shot.
The rock, the passage is clear. Guide the carrier through. I'll keep the guard train busy. Get that can docked.
Dryad, it's Duroc. Carrier in place. I repeat, carrier is in place. Sergeant says we'll need at least 200 meters since we still have no clue what we're even looking for.
Do it!
It's Duroc. We're packed. I repeat, we're packed. Heading for the surface now.
Nicely done.
I've sought God for 2 times 10 circles, and still cannot say with confidence that I've found him, or that he has found me. If anyone asks, I just say that I'm a believer but not religious. I do believe there is some truth at the heart of the ancient books of divinity. Without exception, they preach the same mantra: live in decency. Live so as to never harm another. I've searched for 2 times 10 circles only to find that I already knew the answer. It's very simple. I'm nothing more than a tiny speck of dust, and what can dust know of God? It was upon this discovery that I ended the lengthy and foolish dispute that had raged within me. What would I tell him? And what cleverly phrased questions would I pose to him upon meeting him face to face? I'll never meet him, of course. For our kind, this is never destined to happen. Just as a blade of grass shall never talk about the mysteries of existence with the insect that crawls upon it. Live in decency. This is an enormous challenge for most, but it's a noble and worthy life pursuit. Living so as not to harm another? Well, after Manita Point, this was asking the impossible.
I don't believe in an ultimate truth. A child rolls in the dirt with gleeful abandon, while an adult will try to wipe their dirty faces clean. To what end? Both actions are meaningless. The fine mist of time falls upon the heads of the dirty and the clean alike. Before time, all is made equal, from dust to dust. Perhaps there is an ultimate truth after all, that being the irrelevance of our truths. Still, I believe there is a higher function for value in aesthetics, the preservation and cultivation of which is the privilege of the aristocracy. When I say aristocracy, I don't necessarily mean blue-blooded royalty. Rather, I refer to men of learning and reading. What I am concerned with is an aristocracy of the mind. It is our obligation to select, through our experiences, knowledge, and heart, what is eternal and what is worthless. I see doubt and disdain in the eyes of the others. They find conceit and arrogance in my mannerisms. But if I don't represent this ideology, then others will. Others who would prefer to distinguish between people and concepts based on vanity, rather than thought and humility. Should my compatriots grab hold of this idea, they shall at long last come to understand my intentions.
It's Duroc. Aerial defense is minimal. I'll begin infiltration momentarily.
Copy that, Drac. You should be able to open the gate by eliminating the sentry gun.
Thanks, Linda. First charge out. past security, and I'm inside the plant.
Perfect. You'll be coming to a junction soon. You'll have to follow the path of the raw material transporter. You've got to hide in the supplies.
You want me to fly inside the raw materials, of all things?
Yes, and do it fast. Be careful.
Dryad, I made it through. Third, fourth, and fifth charges out. Son of a...
Good. You're almost there. Now, let's see what you can do.
When I was young, I imagined myself a spaceman. I would undertake an expedition to an alien planet, role-playing that my very own Seol was that foreign land. It opened up so many possibilities. Everything changes through the filter of unfamiliarity. The most mundane of details can become peculiar if we can manage to remove ourselves from the whole. Eras, civilizations, myths, traditions, all are covered in alien allure. I played the explorer. I performed a tribal dance around the fire of the newly discovered alien nation with respect and curiosity, blended with a bit of fear. Naturally, I would marry the daughter of the tribe leader, if only to personally experience the initiation ritual. It was great fun for quite a long time, but I had forgotten the most important thing. Absorbed as I was in the new worlds of my mind, I never learned how to revel in my true surroundings, or to actually learn about those who were near me. After all, I treated them all as alien specimens. This is how it came to be that I never knew my homeland, or those who shared my blood. But what can I do about it now? All that remain are the memories, which gradually fade.
This is amazing.
Smuggers. They suck up cloud matter and extract the splendium from the atmosphere.
Can we see one closer up?
Yes, but be careful, son. And be quick. They probably have some kind of defense mechanism.
Awesome. This thing is
I'll
badass.
be waiting for you on the ground with my new friends, the angry insects. I'm a fair piece ahead of you. Careful with those insects. Their poison is just as dangerous as your own weapons. I'm a fair piece ahead of you. Careful with those insects. Their poison is just as dangerous as your own weapons. Come on through the narrow wormhole. There's the trail of the label. You see?
Yeah, I see it.
Getting close. I can feel it. Dad! I've got to make an emergency landing in the next clearing. My valve system is smashed to pieces. Come on. This is too big for one of us to take on alone, and it doesn't seem happy to have been disturbed. You hear me, son? Get out of there.
He's wounded. I can get him. I'll smash you good. Got it, Dad. Got him! I killed a label!
Congratulations, my boy.
Charge 6 out. I've reached the inner ring.
out of there immediately! Charge 6 went off early. The north wing is destroyed.
There's nothing to be done about it, Dryad. It's no good. Seems I'm stuck.
Duroc, there must be some sort of outlet on the ceiling somewhere.
It's no use. I checked the book. Today's my day. This was it. I'm going to detonate the charges.
No! Damn it, Duroc!
Queen of the world. That's who I was as a little girl. In fact, that's who I was as a grown-up girl as well, at least for a time. I believed, and once even knew, that this reality is only a dream. The entire world is mine. I shall come to reign over land, water, and sky. All people shall seek my orders and my counsel. And today, this moment, this reality is nothing more than a trial. In order to become a good and fair ruler of this universe, I must live among my people for a few more circles. That's the price. Then that disastrous event. And still nothing has happened. More precisely, all that happened was my realization that nothing will happen. This is not a dream. That idea was nothing more than an excuse to avoid reality. I am nothing more than a drop in the ocean, a piece of dust in a cyclone. If this was to be my destiny, I wanted to be the drop in the ocean that moved a grain of sand, or the piece of dust that scraped someone's eye. I wanted to do something in my lifetime. Anything.
Can we find true love more than once? There was a time when I thought so, but the answer, definitively, is no. There's only one. If you're ever in doubt, have patience. Give it time. You shall come to realize that there is indeed no other. One who warrants your company, who can comfort you and be comforted by you throughout your lifetime. Love is deceitful. The heart is easily misguided. Find your true love and you shall know that she is the one, and you shall realize there is none truer than she. But your deceit doesn't care for this truth. You just think with your dick. If this is nothing more than theory to you, rejoice. One of life's greatest challenges has passed you by.
I'm 600 units behind you, keeping the gap constant until target is reached. Coordinates synchronized. Copy that, Garaz.
God damn it!
Saved message addressed to Akita Driad. Distance to target is 350, and the diversion operation has so far been successful. At the top of the hill will trigger a full-scale Imperial military alert. I can only pray you'll succeed as well. Saved message. Pause.
Linthe Ito was caught not long thereafter. He was held responsible for his crimes through a long, exhaustive public trial. His testimonies were voraciously consumed by the citizenry. This wasn't the first time someone had been tried for war crimes or actions against peace and against the planet. Still, even I was surprised by Linthe's naivete. He refused to defend himself, choosing rather to make accusations. He spoke with rage on behalf of the Enkis that were dragged away and extinguished. The mass graves, the bombs, the hand grenades thrown into citizens' dwellings. He cried out against the raiders, those raiders who are now his judges. It was a foolish thing to do. Those who commit the most horrific acts aren't the bloodhounds themselves. No, it's the masters that cut the chains of those hounds. Unspeakable, real terror is not born under the tilt of befouled military tents. It's born in the comfortable armchairs of those who give the orders, far away from the blood, agony, intestines, and pain. It has always been so, throughout the ages. Judgment wins for civilization above savagery, said the headlines. He spent the rest of his life in Bokomano and has never since seen the sun.
Got you, miserable old. There's no escape. nice little toy you've got there, but nothing can save your ass now. No match for it. What the hell?
Dad?
Gara, I'm still 600 units behind you. I've got to reduce the gap between us. The front lines are closing up too fast. been eliminated. You're up. Good luck, poor bastard. The tower is yours. Tell Cos if you ever see him again to forget about me once and for all. As far as I'm concerned, I've paid him thrice for it. If he says otherwise, then he can go to hell with his life.
Who was Miriam Magusa? I could never find out. Perhaps she was my father's bedmate. Perhaps she meant even more to him than that, or less. What Miriam Magusa was, on the other hand, I managed to discover when I got my hands on her autopsy report. She was an Enki, probably a survivor of Mirage Mountain, and she was ill with leukemia. With a fake ID, she became a citizen of the Empire. She was still alive when I found her. She was in room 644 of the Solus Hospital, voiceless, with dead eyes. I couldn't get a word from her. Whoever she was, she helped my father. May she rest in peace. The death of my father affected me so deeply that I immediately retreated into the distant past. I needed privacy. I had to reflect. Luckily, I did not reflect for too long. If I had remained there, I wouldn't have had a chance to change history. I needed to plan carefully. The basic principle holds true. You cannot be in two places at one time. So I jumped. Then jumped again. I had to be extremely precise so I could arrive within Syriad.
Akita Dryad, recording. This is the last circle. The Prophet Enki has seen nothing further for our nation. Whatever the Empire is up to, we will do everything in our power to try and prevent it. If all goes well, Linthus should be working to distract the Empire during their victory parade. We will make our stand. There are only two of us now. All other Enkis are dead, or slaves of the project. We cannot save them. There's simply nothing to be done. The book does not have our names written. Either both of us die, or whatever may be. Recording pause.
Code Red D. Movement in Central Corridor.
Dryad, cease firing. Dryad, I won't warn you again. Thank you. System deactivation. 345A2, Arcus Vitel.
No!
Listen carefully, Dryad. Planning this was no easy feat. For the past few days you felt ill, haven't you? Deep in your heart, you must know what it means. You can either trust me, or you can damn yourself forever. If you keep fighting, you'll kill what remains of your nation. This isn't what you want. This is my job. Your job is to give faith to your people. 4,500 circles is time enough. If that is all a nation may have, then so be it. Make sure they use it well. Get going. The system will be up in an ear. Jump, now! There now. Come to Daddy.
Emergency shutdown. Life functions have ceased in all blocks.
Syriad's sensors recorded the intrusion of 2 foreign beings that day. She was carrying Linthe's child. When she bore him, she dubbed him Enki, some 4,500 circles before our meeting. So it was that the great prophet Enki came to predict the doom of his nation. It was a simple thing. Mommy was there to help him. But let this remain our secret. History does not remember me, but I wouldn't expect it to. To me, it was enough to spit in the eye of an empire that thought it could toy with millions of lives. I was able to make real the dream of my childhood. A single hero can stand strong against an overwhelming evil. I've washed the soul of Dryad clean. Mine may never be clear. The memory of my father demands that my final destination be a fulfillment of my destiny. I had to give his death meaning, and without delay.
Cobalt King calling headquarters, 1200 for 7612. Beginning descent. Do you copy?